The evolve loop encompasses the solve loop. Structured problem solving acts as a higher level process that puts some context around the practices of the solve loop. The solve loop is not intended to be a linear or sequential model. The practices operate as independent entities, and they are to be used as needed in responding to customers' issues. The structured problem-solving process provides direction on how to use the solve loop practices in an effective way. In some respects, problem-solving is an art. However, we have found that a little bit of structure in the problem-solving process can help improve the art. The structure of the KCS article also helps reinforce an effective approach to problem solving. We can use an analogy that is helpful in making this point. Consider a crime scene. The first thing the police do when a crime is reported is to preserve and record the situation. The first officers to arrive on the scene are trained to secure the area. They mark or outline the location of evidence and bodies and take pictures. When the detective shows up to solve the crime, they first seek to understand the situation. They then begin to ask clarifying questions and eventually go off to do research. The structured problem-solving process involves application of the 4 practices in the solve loop. It helps the support analyst collect, organise and analyse the information used in solving the issue. We need to note here that there are different skills used in different steps of the problem-solving process, and as a result, different analysts may be involved in each step. Having explicit techniques in the workflow not only improves the problem-solving process, but also creates KCS articles as a byproduct of the problem-solving process. The structured problem-solving process in KCS includes 2 simple yet powerful concepts, which are seek to understand before we seek to solve, and search early, search often. We should seek to understand the situation in the customer's context, and we capture this context to preserve it. Then we, being the support organisation, seek to understand what we collectively know about the issue, and we do this by searching the knowledge base. These concepts are not unique to KCS. Charles Kepner and Benjamin Trigot outline the same problem-solving methodologies in a book called The Rational Manager, as does Stephen Covey in his book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Just as in the crime scene, we start by preserving the perspective the customer has of what's happening. This is a very literal process. Next, we search the knowledge base to see if this is a known problem or to see what we collectively know about this type of situation. This is the idea of the search early, search often concept discussed in the solve loop. If a KCS article is found in the knowledge base, then we are done. If not, we then refine the search by collecting additional information from the customer. Searching will sometimes result in finding articles that describe similar situations. While perhaps not perfect for our situation, the content often complements what we know about analysing this kind of issue. If an existing article is not found after a few attempts of searching and refining our search, we start the analysis process. We tap into our problem-solving experience and use whatever tools are relevant. We continue to ask clarifying questions. As we build a richer understanding of the issue, we check the knowledge base frequently. If we do not find anything pertinent to the situation already in the knowledge base, and we cannot solve the problem, we then collaborate with others to escalate the issue for more research. Many analysts are too quick to move to the analysis phase of the problem-solving process. If we move too quickly into diagnostics, we are likely to jump to conclusions, stop listening to the customer, miss the fact that there's already a KCS article in the knowledge base, or miss the opportunity to learn from others' experience solving similar problems. KCS reinforces the need for the literal step to be the first step in the problem-solving process.